Hey there, Toby. Hope you're having a great day today. Here's your video lesson. Let's see here. One thing I want to talk about, I'll talk about said thing. And if you have questions at the end or want me to look at anything, feel free to shoot those on over and I'll be more than happy to answer. So let's get to it. So thank you for taking the videos over. We're getting super close to being back in synchronous orbit or synchronous lessons. Looking forward to that. I might have some good news for next week. Let me double check something first. Good playing through those bar chords. Okay, every week they get better and better. So I think we'll just keep on chipping away at those. Like I said, we just have to polish up a couple of things in the switches, but other than that, they're coming quite nicely. So good work on that. So what I would start. So you have all three pieces of the song, right? You have the verse section, then you have the little transition, and then you have the chorus, right? So those are the three sections of the song. And you have all of them down kind of separate. What I would start doing is just really linking everything together to play through in one go. What I would do, and this is the way I kind of approach learning things like this, is take the last chord of the last section and the first chord of the next section and just like literally just try to connect them together. That's really what I would do. So if I'm doing like say, so that going from the, here goes A7. Like that might be a spot that I just isolate, where I go A7. Can I do the whole song in my head? That's another thing that I do, is can I think about the song and describe it to myself while I'm playing it? Right, so I'll do sometimes is I'll go, okay, first chord D, then it goes G7, then it goes to D again, and then it goes to G7, and then it goes to D again, then it goes to the E/D, which we'll talk more about later on, and then we go to A7, and then we go to D, the D sus, and then D7, D7 sus. Right, so as I'm playing it, I'm talking about like what the next thing I'm gonna do is, and that really helps kind of short my memory, because sometimes I'll be playing and I'll get to a spot and go, duh, what's the next thing? And I think knowing it inside your head or being able to talk through the piece is a really good skill to have, especially when you're trying to memorize stuff like this that has more than one section, basically. So first thing is practicing like, can you play that? Can you connect the two without dropping the beat? Right? Can you play? Can you do that without dropping the beat? And then can you like talk through what the chords are? Because you might get to this one and go, oh, wait, what's the next one? Oh, there it is right there, right? So talking through a piece. And then as far as another thing I would think about when switching sections is making sure that you're doing the same tempo. So what I mean, maybe you might want to do is get the metronome out. This one here, I believe, if I look it up, whoops. I think it's about 132 is the common beat between the two sections. So say if I did this, let's see here, thanks, 132. Dun, 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 dun. So I would actually just get used to playing at the speed. So I have my metronome set to 132. And I'll just practice just the first chord. Can I do that at that speed, right? Sometimes I'll do like a halftime thing where I'll go. Get the pick down and then. Okay, I do those two chords back and forth at tempo. Right? Can you do that? Can you do the pick and strum for that section in time? Obviously, if that's too fast and you bump it, you dial it back and you go as slow as you want. But maybe something about an 85-90 would be a good spot to start. So say if I were practicing and this were new to me, I might bump it back even to stick to 80. There ain't no shame in that, right? I do the same thing, right? When I'm working on new pieces, I will literally start super slow. So playing through with the metronome, can you play that whole section like that? And then can you do that with the metronome without dropping the beat, moving to the next part? So say, for example, if I have 132 back again, that's right now, so you should start. strum it. I'll show you something here in a second. G, say A. Myself. First song I ever learned. One of those. So we're on that G, that last G right there before we go into the B minor. That's just one time for the strum. So that's what I would do, is starting to string all this together. And when you get into like a respectable tempo, then pull the recording. So if I say you got to like 110, 115, I'm actually pull the recording out at that point, because playing with the band is sometimes easier than playing with the metronome for whatever reason. So that's what I would do with it. Other thing that I was considering giving you the next section, which would have been this. What was it? But some of those chords are a bit more like this right here. Those are a bit more advanced. So that's the proggy side of Pink Floyd coming out, is that it's not a plethora of chords, but the chords are, they're not your standard fare. You have that chord like that, which is a little tricky. Then you have this one, which is a jazz chord. So I rated that one a little higher. I rated that one a level 4 because the chord changes are kind of tricky to get down in time. And he's picking through them, so that's another thing to consider as well. Awesome. So work on stringing all of Brain Damage together. Then what we'll start doing once you get that down is we'll go into the next project tune, which is this one here. Was it? That's it. It's another bar chord, another bar chord exercise too, and it's a neat little picking riff in the beginning that we can do. Awesome. Now, like I said, work on those for me. Feel free to send me the video back if you playing through with the recording. If not, I will see you same time next time. Take care.